The fire at a historical mansion in Skowhegan has been ruled accidental, but the building isn't destroyed. According to the Skowhegan fire chief, the fire at the Governor Abner Coburn mansion on Friday afternoon was likely accidental and started while workers were doing repairs on an open spot in the mansion's metal roof. On Saturday, he said repair workers were cutting steel on the historic house's roof Friday afternoon, where a chimney formerly was. An investigation from the Office of State Fire Marshals determined the fire was accidental. They say it caused significant damage to the attic, but the chief says it's still structurally sound. There was damage on the second and third floors, but not as bad as the attic. The fire chief tells us that one firefighter was taken to a hospital for heat-related injuries, but was later